What's good, man? I'm back again with another vid. I hope y'all ready for all the good vibes, man. I've really become more passionate on my passion for making these videos. I like unlocked a new level, so I feel nice and rejuvenated and ready to express, and so excited to express this infinite knowledge, this universal love to y'all. So let's get it going. Let's get it started. So, title of the video: Let Go and Let the Universe. This is really personal to me and something that I'm actively trying to implement within my life. So I feel like I catch myself being more reliant upon my own will, my own ego, more so than the universe. And it may seem as though your will is what makes mountains move, but really it's your will that moves you. So with that being said, it moves you into a space of faith and actually allowing things to happen. Because the more I begin to live my life and just become aware of my own existence, it's as if you ain't really doing much. Like I'm talking right now, but am I really doing anything? Because I'm not articulating the words. These are just natural processes to me. This is an autonomous process, but it's facilitated through my consciousness, and I'm speculating it, or not speculating, spectating it while it's happening. But how much of my life am I really living? I feel like a lot of it we watch. Like, you probably heard me say your heart and your lungs breathing and all the processes and functions of your body. You're not telling them to happen. You just trust that it's going to happen. So how is it that we are so dependent and so untrusting of the universe, of God, or whatever we believe is the creator, the force, the nature behind the invisible things in life? I think it's almost kind of funny how we're so dependent upon our individualism, upon our own will, upon our own existence, and not recognizing that you're a cell within the grand scheme of things, within the grand body of the universe. So, and it's also funny, like the on the universal clock, if the whole time of the universe was as it is on the clock, humans and us today are like at 11:59 p.m. on the clock. We literally came here, or it might even be more specific to that, down to the last second. But we came here just damn near, I don't even say the end of the universe, but 13 billion years into the universe, allegedly. And we act like we can will life into existence and will everything, and you think that your will and your ego and your individualism is way more powerful than connecting and letting the whole, letting the universe guide things, guide life. And it's funny because it's like, bro, there's so many things that go on in this world without your will, without you telling them to. Like, we think we have so much control over life, but I feel like the true control develops when we let go of trying to control life. Because if you think about it, life just has a natural order and flow of things. Life is constantly flowing. The flow of time, the flow of the sun rising, the flow of everything. Everything is moving. Everything is vibrating. Everything is moving. So everything is flowing and going in accordance with this universe. But for some reason, we have the want and the inclination to want to resist this flow and think that we have a better way, or that our will is going to move things into existence, when it's really the power of the universe. And more so specifically, your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is one with the universe. It does 95% of the processes within your body, like beating your heart, all those other things, moving everything, bro. We don't got to get into the specifics. Your body is doing all those things. And more specifically, like I say, your subconscious mind. You don't question the fact that if the sun will rise, or if the natural order of things will continue, but we have the audacity to question every other little inconvenience in our life and in our lives when things don't go right But was it ever an inconvenience in the first place? Were you just seeing it as that and that's what it manifested into? Maybe it was something actually meant to help you. See, it's funny because a lot of the things in our past that we might have had anxiety about or thought they wouldn't go right have shaped you into who you are today and have made you into who you are today for the better or for the worse. But I feel like they have validity. All the events in your life have validity because they become you. They shape you into the person you are today in life. So why not have reverence and appreciation for these events? You know how many people have come before you successfully, how many people have lived within history that have allowed this flow, that have trusted the universe. There's just so much that has happened before you that we need to recognize as proof of the power of this universe, of the power of this flow. Like things like the fact that the sun rises every day and you don't question that. You just expect it to happen. And what else? Like the sun rises, the earth continues to move around the sun. You don't tell that to happen. You just expect it to happen. And you actually trust that it will happen. And it's become something in the background. And it's so much so in the background that we have the time to focus on these little small worries and trying to will these things into our life when we really need to allow. It's more so allowing rather than willing, because you just have to allow the universe and learn to get out of your own way. That's one of my biggest things in my life, is learning to get out of my own way, because I've recognized and seen glimpses of the power in the unlimited. That's why I call myself unlimited in the first place. But at the same time, I feel like I be in my way because I know how powerful it is. And it's really funny. I had a lot of things in my life lately that have been pointing me to this truth. Like my own consciousness, I've learned in my real life, literally, to allow my consciousness to flow and not try to be so caught up in trying to get here at this point, trying to go here at this time, trusting in the flow of things, trusting in the way things go, and knowing that that's how they were supposed to go because that's how it happened. And finding a peace within the notion that I'm not even doing a lot of the things. I'm just gotta allow it to happen. And it's funny, I like this analogy. It's like we have pools and you have water in these little pools, in these little ponds, but you're trying to get the water to come down, keep coming down to the next pond, but you got a rock right there. Your rock is keeping the water from flowing, but we be asking, where is the water? So why are we in the way of our own flow, in the way of the universe and the natural flow of things, in the universal flow, bro? Like, I feel like it's not more so, or I feel like it's not so much knowing that you're smaller or insignificant to the universe, but knowing that you're a part of it, and knowing that it's even allowing me to do these things, allowing me to feel, to express, to be, to even be me. The universe brought me this far into this realization, into this point in my existence, in my life, to even arrive. And I am the universe aware of itself, telling the universe to to let go and let itself, like it. So I love these things. Like it's such a beautiful, simplistic yet smack you in the face type of thing, but it's so beautiful to learn and express and explore these type of topics and the nature of life itself. And just to touch on it, I feel like we do have a degree of free will, but I feel like we are the universe learning itself through this form, through Jeffrey, through Unlimited. The universe is learning itself via my existence, through myself. I think one of the most important things is just learning to let go and let God. And that's funny and kind of counterintuitive because we live in a world of doing. You got to do all this, do all that, work all day, do all that. But sometimes you just relax. Like one of the greatest inspirations I have is from the book called The Tao or the Tao. And it has this very, very amazing quote. One of the first verses is, when nothing is done, nothing is left undone. And you probably like, what? When nothing is done, nothing is left undone. So what does that mean? So if there's nothing to do, it's already done. But it's really just a metaphor and another way of saying letting go and letting the universe, letting go and letting the natural course of things happen. Because life is going to bring you to death. You're just a spectator of life. You're watching your life happen. You have the ability to change it, to create it via your thoughts, via your perspective. But you're on the universal timing, buddy. And there's nothing wrong with that. And it is really, like I said, beautiful to recognize and trust the power and the flow of things, and seeing that this abundance that we're searching for in life is manifested in every little thing in my room, everything outside in the world. Everything is just manifested in different forms, but it's the same thing manifesting and learning itself via these different forms. So learn to let go and let the universe, let go and let your subconscious mind. Stop trying to will everything and force things to happen. Just let go. And sometimes that may be hard, but it's not hard. You just think it's hard. And another way to put it is surrendering. You might hear surrendering like, why would I surrender? Why would I quit? But that's not what it means. Surrendering means letting go and letting the natural course of things flow. And letting go and knowing that once you let go, that's when you actually truly have the power, not when you're trying to force and will everything with your individualism. Realize that you're a part of a collective, a part of a universe so much bigger than yourself, but is a part of you. And you have a universe within you too that is allowing you to even be aware of the universe and listen to this video right now. So I appreciate y'all for listening, man. I love y'all. We out. Let go and let the universe. I love y'all. We out. Unlimited.